Good evening, my family and friends. This is Merita from La Merita Cocinita, your host, and I want to show you the fifth pick of my garden, which is from this part right here. This way is today's. Not much. I told you guys I have a small little garden. And those are two that are very green. And that is what's left from my fourth pick of the garden. They've been eating them, and they haven't given me a chance to process anymore. But I've got 3 jars from my garden processed, and it takes like about 15 to 20 of these tomatoes in a quart to make a quart. So it takes quite a bit of tomatoes. Like here, it would probably be 1 tomato and a few left over that Jose would probably eat because he likes them. It soothes his throat, even though he doesn't have nothing wrong with his throat, but it does. And in case for anybody that has strep throat, eating tomatoes from a can, even if they are store-bought, the acid in the tomatoes will help whatever the medication that the doctor gave you, get rid of the strep throat or a very bad sore throat due to tonsillitis. It really is very good. It works. I know. I've done it for years and years and years, and my children are adults already. So I got the hiccups. I've got my 17-year-old that sometimes needs, and I take care. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys, and I can't wait to show you my melons. And no, those are the melons that are still growing in the garden. Although you'll never see my melons. The melons that God gave me. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. This is not a porno flick. That is, sorry, boo-boo. Anyway, love you guys. I love you forever and ever. And I'll see you as soon as I get these in, which is a little bit for you. Just a few seconds for you, but a long time for me. Bye. Good morning, everybody. This is Merita from La Merita Cocinita, and I want to welcome you back. And what you're looking at right now is 2 brand new pint jars of chili peppers, jalapenos that I just got done processing. I apologize for not showing you. I forgot completely. So right now I'm in the process of making some sorry for the fast turn. That's how much I had left in my blender for the chile. So I'm going to be adding those tomatoes, as soon as I peel them, to my blender and make me some salsa, chile, whatever you want to call it. I'm hoping everybody looks at my videos as long as you guys share. Please, you guys, share my videos with everybody that you know, and tell them to share as well. It would help me a lot with YouTube. Allowing me more time. Thank you guys. Let me go ahead and peel the tomatoes, and when I put them in, I will show you how I'm going to do it. In this chiles, and I had some red ones and I had some green ones. That's why this color looks like that. Now here we go over. See? Now I've got garlic. 2 big cloves of garlic, and I've got onion, 1 medium-sized onion, and I cut it into little pieces just so that blender wouldn't struggle. So I put as well some onion powder of mine that I process myself in the oven, and then I turn it into powder. And anyway, I'm gonna peel my tomatoes, and I'm gonna put them in there, and then I'm gonna puree them, and I'll show you how it looks, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready for you guys. Okay, it'll be a little time for me, but it'll be a second for you. All right. See you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, guys. As you can see, my tomatoes are already in with my chiles. They're jalapeno chiles. And I've been picking my chile piquin. I had to take out some of my plants, but the roots stayed in the ground. I had to cut them, prune them, that is, and have them sprout back up. They were 5 years old already, but I've got a lot of new ones still, so I don't have no worries about the the chile piquin. But anyway, here's my tomatoes in my with my chiles. They're already peeled and ready to go. So I am going to start my blender. Ay, mijo. ¿Quieres agarrar algo para comer, mijo? ¿No? Ok. ¿Andas qué? Ok, ¿qué comiste ayer, papá? Oh, la barbacoa. Hey, baby. I'm back, and I want to show you that I've had my water in boiling, and my jars were in there getting sanitized, and I will pick them up and make sure that that I don't burn myself, but sorry about that, y'all. I hit my camera, and it threw me out. Okay, here we go. And this is how I do it. And I just pulled my lids out a little while ago. So I will put this over here, and if I need it, I will use it. But I already got one here, and that's all I have left. So I don't think I'll be needing the pint, the last pint. But this one, I poured a little while ago, a minute ago, as a matter of fact. And you see that little bubble right there? I've been working on that bubble. Bubbles have to come out, and I can debubble it. I can. I'll debubble, but I'd rather it come out on its own rather than having to scramble it up and possibly make more bubbles. Like, see, here's some. Right here. There's some right here. And by the way you debubble is by mixing around, and the bubbles come up to the top, and then it's easier for that's why you need the head space, the 1 inch space on the top, so that the bubbles, the air can have space to come out. And when you put your lid on, it will be let me taste this. And I state that it will be. Let me taste it. Okay. I don't show my face, you guys. I'd rather just talk. So I'm just going to taste this and see how it goes. I won't use this stick again. Oh my God. Okay, here comes a stick in the trash. My goodness, it's good, but it's hot. Anyway, it'll be good for tomorrow. Burritos or something, maybe something for breakfast. I'll use that one because this one is going to get processed along with these. And these here are peppers. These two right here, they're peppers. And this is a salsa that I just made. And it is delicious, delicious, delicious. And here's one of my lids. And I'll put it on. And this is the lid, and this is my ring. I put them on finger tight because it cannot be too tight, because otherwise the air won't escape. And I might have siphoning that I just say spillage. It's better for some people to understand when it spills over. So anyway, here's my third one. And it's finger tight, and that's it. You don't crank on it, to tighten it up. So anyway, I'm going to be putting them into a jar. They already have salt and everything that they're going to be using. So I'm going to be putting them in the canner, that is, not in the jar. Sorry. I'll be putting them in the canner. They have to have 2 inches of water above them when they get in here. Hopefully when I put the third one, it'll give me the oh shoot. I need take them out. I need to I need to get my metal container. It's a tray that I put on the bottom. That way the jars are not touching the heat directly. And I got it right here. And it's got holes so that the water can go through. And I just drop it. See, it just goes down. But I will center it a little bit. And then I'll bring them right back and put them in. There's the first one. Sorry guys, I'm doing things with one hand. My cameraman is watching something on television, and he said he'd help me later. Later is not now. He doesn't know that I'm done. Anyway, here comes the last one. And nope, I'm gonna need more water. Okay, so let me get my water, and when this is done, I'm gonna boil this. I'm gonna bring it up to a boil, and it's going to boil on a roaring boil for about I'm gonna say about, I will give it like 25 minutes to 30. Most people give it like 15 minutes after a roaring boil, but I need more time for my peace of mind. Make sure that it's all safe. It's just a water bath because the tomatoes and the chile has vinegar, and the tomato has a lot of acid and a little bit of vinegar because it's a salsa. And so that's all it needs for the water bath, and that's great for me. I do it that way all the time. But if I want it for more longer time, I could pressure can it, but it doesn't last. It really doesn't last. So you see how the bubbles are coming up already, and it's just with a little bit of water. Okay, guys, I'm gonna turn you off right now, and it'll be about half an hour for me or so, and about a second for you guys. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go. Okay, y'all. Here they are. They're in the canner. It's a glass lid, so I can see when the bubbling starts, when the boiling starts, that is. And I put a jar of water in there so I could make it 4. That way the other jars wouldn't move, the pints wouldn't move. But the water will be distilled water, and I'll just put it up with the rest of the water that I have put up. This way I have water for emergencies. You never know what's coming our way. Anyway, y'all, I'll bring you back as soon as it's done. All right. Enjoy. But I will bring you back. Welcome back, you guys, to La Merita Cocinita. And here, my time is up. My water has receded some. The jars are done. It's time for them to come out and put somewhere safe. This here is the water, distilled water. I mean, everybody buys distilled water, especially when you have a baby. And here, I made it myself. See? It's still boiling, see? And that's cooking still because the jars themselves become mini canners. Water bath canners, whatever canner it might be, but that water is still boiling. And this is the chile, and it has risen. It kind of separated, but once it cools down, I will shake it and mix it all together, and it will stay down. When I wash the jars, because I have we have hard water, and you notice how my jar's kind of milky, kind of white on the outside. You see it right there? That's from the minerals and hard things that are in the water, minerals, some kind of iron, metals, I guess. But that's what it is. And here's another one. Ooh, one of them just popped. That means it's sealed. That's what we look forward for. We look for this popping, for the seals, because once it pops, we know it has sealed. And here's my last one coming out of the small mini canner, because I have a canner, a small one, water bath. They're not staying here. They're going over here. Look. They're coming over here. Right here. See? Right here. And this is distilled water from when I did the tomatoes the other day. So now, sorry for the dizziness. They're turning so fast. I've got my sandals on, my flip-flops. And since I have a bad hip, they make me limp more than usual. And this is a salsa. This is the chili peppers. And this one here is another chili pepper. Right here. See how the jar was white completely? But that's okay, because I wash them with soap and water. And I always do. I add a little vinegar to my water. And I wash. And they turn out pretty good. But here comes my distilled water. And oh yes, the jar is turning white as well. Even if it is water. You know, so. And there, I will let them stay and rest for about 24 hours. And then I remove the ring, which is this outer part, just the ring. The lid stays. Once it seals, the ring stays. And you're supposed to put them up in your pantries, on your shelves, without the ring. But I have so many rings that I don't really have nowhere to put them. And I have a container that's already full of rings. And all I have to do is just put them back. When I take the ring off and wash the jar, I dry the jar real good, and the ring as well. And then I just put the ring back very, very loose, not even finger tight. No finger tightening, no cramping in, no nothing. I just put it in there, and I turn it once or twice, and that's it. It's really, really, really loose. And you say, oh, Mom, they tell me, oh, Mom, this one's open. I said, no, it's not open. I'm just storing my lids, my rings, that is, there. I says, because I don't have no room for them. So when I need rings, I know where to go get them. I don't have to buy anymore, because I have a whole bunch. And my water as well, I take the ring off, and I do the same thing that I do with all the food. And even if it's pressure canned, you know, this one I took care of immediately, right away, after 24 hours. Oh, don't mind my arm. I go outside, and I'm very allergic to the sun, and that's what happens to me. I blister right away. I have to wear long sleeves, but sometimes I try to beat the sun, like today. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, my family. I couldn't sleep. I went to bed at 1:30, and I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just closed the bedroom door and came to drink coffee. But I went to the bathroom first and took care of myself, brushed my teeth and everything else. But then I came out here and I fixed some coffee. I studied my Bible. And then I went outside. As soon as it was daybreak, I went outside to water my front. And I took it from there, you know. So don't mind my little table. My grandson made this when he was in high school. And it sold for $100. And my son bought it. And he gave it to me. Either he gave it to me or just left it here, and maybe they'll pick it up some other time. I didn't have nowhere else to put it, so I just used it as an island. and I have all my coffee stuff there. My coffee, my shake maker, my hot water electric pot, and I have the coffees there and empty jars, and I've got my gallons of vinegar and stuff like that right there on the floor. Don't judge me, people. I know, but anyway, my house is clean. It's just that I have to um, put the things where I can reach them right away instead of having to go all the way back to the pantry and get what I need. I just keep them here handy. And I had to call Fox Control back to refumigate because, to respray, in other words, because I kept seeing little animals that weren't supposed to be, especially spiders. I got bit by one on my neck, and my husband didn't tell me until days had gone by because I have a real bad fear of spiders, and he knew I'd panic, so anyway, maybe that's why I couldn't sleep, for fear of the spiders coming out. But they sprayed under the beds and everything. Fox Pest Control is pretty good. I'm not advertising for them. That's who I have, and they're pretty good. I like them. Anyway, I will wash them. I will show you if I have a chance, unless I decide I'm going to make beans. I need more beans. I would like to make some, well, baked beans, without no pork, because my granddaughter-in-law is allergic to pork, and I want her to enjoy as well when they come over. So I try not to use no bacon, no nothing on my beans unless we open them up and then we're going to eat them ourselves, so. But if she's here and I know that they're going to have something for breakfast or for dinner or lunch or whatever, I will not add I'll take some out for her with no pork, no nothing, and then I add the pork drippings to mine or to whoever's going to eat. But that's how I keep her, that's what I tell her. Mama, the beans are safe. There's no pork in them. And I don't use no spoon that I've used to sport the pork in them because of her being so bad with the allergic to her. So, anyway, thank you very much for hanging in there with me. And I truly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up, y'all. And share with your friends. And leave a comment. Leave a comment to where YouTube can read, because they read comments too. And they'll take it from there. So, right now I'm just getting started. And please, 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 give me a thumbs up, y'all. All right. I love you guys. You take care and always be safe. God bless you. Good night, because it's already evening, so good night.